In the heart of London, tucked away in a basement at Bletchley Park, there's a place that most people pass by every day without knowing its secrets. It's a plain-looking building, just one of many in the area, but inside it hides a story that shook the world. It's the story of a secret team of codebreakers who worked in silence, wearing earmuffs to muffle the sound of their machines so they wouldn't draw attention. And if it wasn't mysterious enough, they were trying to crack an unbreakable code. Can you imagine it? A lockbox that couldn't be opened, a message that couldn't be decoded, a secret that seemed untouchable. Today we're going back in time to meet these brilliant minds, led by the legendary Alan Turing, the man considered the father of modern computers. They worked tirelessly, driven by a single purpose. Their mission, to crack the Enigma code and unlock the secrets held within. What they achieved was nothing short of miraculous, and it changed the course of history forever. But why does the story of Hagia Sophia still shock historians today? Let's find out. The year is 1932, and a new threat is emerging. A threat that could change the world forever. Germany has developed a new encryption machine called Enigma, capable of producing an incredible 100 billion trillion different code settings. In simpler terms, it is like a super advanced version of Caesar's cipher, where each letter of the alphabet was shifted by a certain number. But unlike Caesar's cipher, which had only 15 possible settings, Enigma had so many settings it was virtually impossible to break. For those who don't know about encryption, let me explain. Imagine you want to send a secret message to your friend. You could write it in code where each letter of the alphabet is replaced by something else. If I send the message, "Meet me at the park" in this code, it would become Gunak and Dijon. Now anyone who intercepts the message without the key to decode it will have no idea what it means. That's encryption in a nutshell. Enigma, however, was more sophisticated than your average cipher. It was a machine that did the hard work for you. It had a keyboard where you could type in any letter of the alphabet, and instead of printing out the letter, it would print out a random one based on the current code setting. Let us say we type in A, but because the machine is set to a code of 3, it prints out B. Then if we type in B, it prints out A. And this goes on for the entire alphabet. So instead of sending the message in code manually, you could now type it in on the Enigma machine and it would automatically be encrypted. To decode the message, you would need another Enigma machine with the same code setting, which was basically impossible since there were so many settings to choose from. As the Germans began using Enigma to encrypt their military communications, it quickly became clear that breaking the code could be crucial to winning the war. For example, the Enigma code was used to transmit orders for U-boat attacks, which were devastating to Allied shipping. If the British could decipher these messages, they could potentially intercept the U-boats before they even left port. Enter Alan Turing, one of the first people to realize the importance of breaking the Enigma code. In 1936, he was invited to Bletchley Park in Buckinghamshire to help set up the government code and cipher school, also known as GCNCS. This top-secret facility would be responsible for breaking the German military codes. Although the United Kingdom had broken the German naval code in 1932, the Germans soon upgraded their encryption technology, which made the old methods useless. Working with a small team of mathematicians and engineers, Turing set about designing a new way to crack the Enigma code. He knew that the problem with Enigma was the sheer number of possible settings. If you tried one setting at a time, it would take millions of years to get to the right one. But what if you could test thousands of settings at once? That's when he came up with the bomb machine, one of the earliest examples of a computer. This massive device filled with wires, rotors, and lights was capable of testing thousands of Enigma settings every second. All the operator had to do was input the intercepted message along with some potential settings, and the bomb would do the rest. If it found a match, a light would flash and an alarm would sound, letting the operator know that they had found the correct code. With this new tool, the impossible suddenly became possible. Breaking the Enigma code went from a distant dream to a real possibility. But it wasn't easy. The bombs were complex machines that required constant maintenance. Plus, the operators had to be trained in how to use them. Despite these challenges, the team pressed on. They worked around the clock in shifts, fueled by coffee and sheer determination. Soon, they began to see results. In May 1941, the British broke their first Enigma message, and from there, things started to snowball. As the war dragged on, the Germans grew increasingly desperate, using the same code for more important messages. By the end of the war, the British had broken over 20,000 Enigma messages. While the Germans believed that only a few messages were deciphered, the actual number was much higher. Although the secrecy surrounding Enigma was eventually lifted after the war, the full extent of what was uncovered remained classified until decades later. One historian estimated that breaking the Enigma code may have shortened the war by 2 years, saving countless lives. Some experts believe that Hitler's decision to invade Russia may have been influenced by messages deciphered by the Polish and French, which indicated that the Soviet Union was vulnerable. But it wasn't just the British who were doing the heavy lifting. The Poles had actually managed to build their own Enigma-breaking machine in 1932, and they shared their methods with the British. The French were also instrumental in capturing several Enigma machines, including those used by the German Army and Air Force. After France fell in 1940, the British took over the effort to crack the Enigma code. But without the contributions of the Poles and French, things could have been much more difficult. However, none of this would have been possible without the quiet hero of the story, Alan Turing. His genius and determination helped develop the bomb machine that ultimately cracked the Enigma code. But he didn't stop there. After the war, he played a pivotal role in developing the first ever store program computer called the ACE, laying the foundation for the digital age. So the next time you use a computer or browse the internet, remember the legacy of Alan Turing and the secret team of code breakers at Bletchley Park. They may have worked in silence, but their impact on the world was anything but. It is a story that deserves to be told in record so that future generations can learn about the unsung heroes who shape our world. And speaking of stories that deserve to be told, are you ready for another adventure through time? In our next video, we'll be exploring another fascinating aspect of history. So make sure to stay tuned so you don't miss out. Thanks for joining us on this journey through history. We hope you've enjoyed learning about the amazing people and events that have shaped our world. If you're as passionate about history as we are, then be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an exciting new video. Together, we can explore the past like never before.